Welcome to another month, another flower. This month we are going to paint a cosmos. I'm going to start with the stem. Any green you would like to use for your stem. I want to go a bit darker on my stem. So I'm going to add a little bit more paint and less water. And I'm just going to drag my brush all the way to get a stem. You can make it slightly darker. Oopsie. I just made my petal smaller. Ay, ay, ay. And blend it out a little bit. So a stem. Doesn't really have to be perfect. Then I want to start by painting. Paint one, skip one, paint one, skip one. I am going to go for purple. And they're kind of like a pink purple. So let me see. So many things on my desk. I'm going to start mixing. So my pink is over here. So I'm going to do like a little pinkish purple. Kind of like that. And I'm going to start from the top. So I'm going to make a point. And I'm going to kind of drag it. I like to leave a few open lines. It sometimes helps me to show the direction. You can definitely paint them all together. You do not have to paint one, skip one, paint one, skip one. Unless you feel that they are very flowy, you can definitely, then wait. Paint one, skip one, paint one, skip one. Or you can just see how this works out. I do want to stay in the shape of the petal. So make sure your lines are showing the texture of every single one. And remember, it is okay if you do all this hard work and they kind of look like it's the same next to each other. We are going to come back. Oh, too much pink. We are going to come back and change it a little bit. So this petal is a little smaller because I painted green in him. I think I'm going to wait for that one. Okay, so this one you kind of want to paint and then come to the front. Give him like a little dip and then a little curve. And then you always have to see how it dries. Same with this one, you're kind of going to flick up and then use the line work to show direction of petals. And the same on this one. Okay, so this, oh, wait. This one. Okay, so now all of them are kind of filled in. So I'm gonna come back, maybe with a small brush, maybe feel and see if the small brush is a little too small. And by small, I just mean it's slightly smaller, not a lot. And I'm gonna come back with, I'm gonna do, I don't know if I cleaned that brush really well. I'm gonna come back with a little bit of blue. Let's just see. I kind of messed it up now with the, add a little bit blue to it. At first, just always try like a small section to see if I like it versus compromising or mixing up my whole thing. And then I'm like, oh, that's not the color I'm going for. Okay, so you want to go slightly darker. So if this was your color, slightly darker, right? And then what you want to do is you are going to add a few little lines. Kind of like, let me just show you, kind of like this. I don't know why it doesn't want to focus. And then clean your brush with your big one, and you can come back and you can soften those lines a little bit. So do a few little lines. You can definitely also, when it's coming, when they are touching each other, come back and add a little bit more. And just know we are not done. Always is like, oh, we're just not done. I have another idea that I'm playing with that we're going to do together. It's always so interesting to add all the layers, but then we're so impatient to get to those layers. So just hold on. I always make sure my hand is down so I can definitely don't squash down my brush. Do a few lines also here in the middle. Okay. Ooh, I like how that look. And then I take my big brush and you can just kind of, squash a little bit some of the lines. So maybe it's not even needed. But if you have dark lines, but make sure you stay. So don't just go up and down. So stay in the shape. And then what I want to do is I want to take a little bit more of a pinkish color and paint over it to fill in some of those white spots. And to give it like a pinky glow. And this can also help you if you feel like your purple flower to begin with. Oops, not that much. But give it like a little pinky glow. And then we need to paint the yellow. So I'm going to paint one color, maybe add a little bit of orange to your yellow, depending on what kind of yellow you have. And do a little dot, 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 so it can kind of look a little fluffy. Do a little orange, maybe add some brown. Do a little at the bottom. When it's very wet, it may just all blend together the whole time. So make sure you don't make it too wet. And you can get kind of an effect like that.